Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. Welcome to your 2023 general readings, which will be expanded and extended on Patreon. So this is the introduction. I'm just letting you know that I will be doing the yearly readings for 2023 differently this year, where we'll be looking into each quarter. So we'll be starting off with January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and October, November, December. So the 4 quarters of the year. We will be taking one card for each month from the tarot, so we will be able to hone in more on the particular months in the quarters. But this year I want to have the cards ready for you. I'm going to lay down the cards and then I will open camera and read for you. I don't want to make these readings too long, so I'm hoping that you don't mind. Many readers do this, and obviously it cuts the readings, makes them quicker, so that I know time is of essence. I want to thank you all so much. So if you're interested in the extended, you can get them in the link beneath this video or through my website. So either through Patreon or through my website. All right, I'm wishing you all well for the year. Let's see what's going on for each sign. Let's go on to the readings. Hello, dear Capricorn, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for being here. This is your yearly tarot reading, the year of 2023. I hope that you have listened to the introduction, as I do explain why the cards are open and how they're set out. But just in case you've missed that, we are looking at each quarter of the year. So first quarter, second, third, and fourth. And we're taking one card for each month. So we start off with January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now, I shuffle before I open camera. Sometimes we may have a couple of cards opening up, so you will notice that we've got a couple of cards in different areas from the same oracle, I wanted to say. So over here we've got the Lover's Path Tarot. We've got 2 cards that have come through at the end of the year. And okay, so on camera we are shuffling for your Karma Dharma message and the oracle message from the Universal Love oracle here. So I'm not reading reversals, as I usually don't read reversals for general readings. Personal readings is a different story, but it's the wisdom of the oracle that you will notice we've got four oracle cards taken, one for each quarter, and they're all in the reverse, which I found quite strange. So the wisdom of the oracle, obviously there's something pertaining to you going through some sort of a learning situation. We will read the protection messages for you. I'll give you a rough idea of what they mean because they're in the reverse, and I find that it's important. So for Capricorn, dear Spirit, Capricorn, the year of 2023, what is the Karma Dharma? What is the general energy that Capricorn is dealing with in the year of 2023? We've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a beautiful omen. The Wheel of Fate, the karmic wheel that turns. This is Jupiter, dear Capricorn, and we know that Jupiter is all about wisdom, freedom. It's about your beliefs. It's about expanding your horizons. You could be traveling worldly. It's expanding on a lot of knowledge, possibly also with the Wheel of Fate. It is a 10, so it speaks to endings, an ending of an era, a major cycle in your life. And Jupiter is all about learning, higher education, foreign travel, things to do with your beliefs, what you believed to be true, what was your truth, and what you figured out is something that is changing for you, obviously, here. The Sagittarius card, this is the card of Sagittarius, right? And Sagittarius is all about expanding your horizons. It is a very optimistic card, but remember, Jupiter can bring a lot of optimism, luck, expansion, growth. But sometimes we can be over-optimistic. Remember that Jupiter will bring, it's like pairing up. It could be in relation to a partnership with another person or a possible separation. But nevertheless, it is all about wisdom and the light. So Jupiter will be transiting in the year of 2023, the first half of the year through Aries, which will be bringing challenges for you. You're needing to see something maybe through a more wider perspective, a wider view point. So you're being challenged, especially those of you that are Capricorn rising. And then second half of the year, Jupiter will enter Taurus, and that will be very helpful for you. Okay, very, very helpful indeed. So the second half from mid-May until the end of the year, Jupiter will be bringing a lot of luck to you and tweaking things. It speaks of confidence here. Jupiter in Aries, first part of the year, speaks to being confident. Be careful not to be too enthusiastic, too overconfident, because that's where the pitfalls are, and that's what the lesson could be for you. Okay. I will be extending this reading. You can get the link beneath this video either through joining us on Patreon, or you can purchase a one-off extended reading through my website. You can get the links beneath the video. So thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Let's see what the Universal Love Oracle advises you in the year 2023. I do feel with your ruling planet moving into Pisces, wow, moving into Pisces, it will be a very different ball game for you. A lot of awakening and understanding that there's more to whatever is physical and whatever we could see, right? Whatever is physical and tangible. I do feel that there's, some of you could be awakening spiritually, but also what your ruling planet asks is that you ground yourself and not get lost out there in the ethers, not go overboard, okay? Stay grounded, stay present. So you've got golden memories, 2 cards, and transience. So you see, beautiful. It's like you are going through an awakening. Things haven't been easy for you, especially those of you that are born at the last week, let's say, of the sign of Capricorn. It hasn't been easy. Pluto is there. For others of you, you've gone through major changes. You've needed to transform. Your life has been going through a death process, a step at a time. You're coming out of this as a different person. There is no doubt about that. Let's have a look at what the golden memories speaks to. There's a lot of light in this card. It does remind me of the Leo energy, the sun. It does show the sun. Let's have a look and see what the golden memory speaks to. Someone is thinking fondly of you at this very moment, reflecting on golden memories of precious moments spent together. He or she is someone dear to you who has passed into the world of spirit. They want you to know that all is well, and neither time nor space can separate that which is united through love. For love has no boundaries. I'm getting the goosebumps. There are the boundaries that I spoke of with your ruling planet early March moving into Pisces. That is the house of spirit. I do believe that in March you will have a lot of signs and synchronicities and messages from above. Now, its presence reaches beyond walls, grievances, and lifetimes. It is not bound by borders, fears, or hurt. Love is without self, without ego, and as constant as the light of a billion golden stars. We all leave our physical body at some point, but our spirit lives eternally. Those we love are always with us. They live in our hearts, and a part of us lives in theirs. Love is never lost. And transience. It is possible to transcend a current difficulty by shifting your awareness and focus. Love can help you rise above all obstacles so you can see things from a higher perspective. From the heights of love, your problems seem much smaller. Sit quietly in meditation. Imagine streams of crystal-colored light flowing down upon you and pouring into each of the 7 energy centers in your body. Red light connects with the root chakra at the base of your spine. Orange light flows to your sacral chakra below your navel. Yellow light fills your solar plexus above your navel. Green and pink dance into the center of your chest as your heart chakra, at your heart chakra. Light blue streams to your throat chakra, indigo to your third eye center in your forehead, and at the top of your head, violet and white light pour into your crown chakra. Feel your earthly concerns fade away as this light fills every part of you and connects you with the infinite power you hold within. So it is talking about the chakras, it is talking about problems, lessons, but also this year you are trying to align and feel balanced. I mean, it's as though there is something off kilter here, and I do feel a lot that it is a year of transience and connection to spirit, like a spiritual awakening, as I was saying at the beginning. Now, I have laid out your cards at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Judgment card, and I may pull some cards. We'll see as we go. My goodness. You've got the Empress beneath the Judgment card, and you do have the Emperor here in the month of November. The Empress is also here. Now, when I've got repeating messages, it is a very powerful message to you. And the Empress is Venus. Venus, which does speak to values, self-worth, financial stability, abundance, love, and nurturance. Remember that the Empress is very motherly. She's very creative energy, and she's all about receiving, doing the work so that you could receive the abundance. She can speak to a mother. She can speak to something that you are creating. Now remember, I'm not taking reversals in these cards, so the potential is here. The Empress is a number 3. It's all about expansion, growth, and being at a place of early success, let's say. The Judgment card is Archangel Michael. Do send your wishes out to Archangel Michael. This is a card of resurrection, and this is the general energy. Your life is being resurrected. There are second chances here. Scorpio shows up very greatly. This is aid from spirit, and this is new beginnings, but it can also, you could have in the year of 2023 moments of crisis, indecision, needing to make important choices. I have seen in your reading there are quite a few figures here. We've got Queen of Wands, King of Wands. You've got 3 knights. You've also got a King of Water here, the King of Cups, which could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Obviously, the Empress would be more Taurus, Libra. Could be Aries, could be any other sign. And well, in the Good Tarot, you've got the Empress and the King of Cups here. So I usually put the cards together. So if it's from the same deck, let's say, it does speak to something important for me. So the Empress and the the King of Cups here. Again, this could be a Scorpio, could be a Pisces, I suppose, could be a Cancer, but more so King of Water is someone that is ready and open to love and nurture. They do share the same qualities, even though they're not of the same element, but they're all about love and compassion and empathy. But remember, the King of Cups sits on the water, so he's got very fluctuating emotions. You do have also the Knight of Cups here in the Lover's Path Tarot, which is a love oracle. And you've got the Knight of Wands here in the Lover's Path Tarot, the Knight of Wands, and you've got a Knight of Swords. So you've got fire, air, and water. Now we know Knights are all about action, obviously, but it could speak to, because I see you as the Empress. I do see you as the Empress. So you may be dealing with maybe possible immaturity, or remember, Knights are all about being driven, taking action, whether it's slow or fast. Nevertheless, let's go into month by month and see what's going on here. So in the first month of the year, in January, you've got Temperance. And Temperance is also Archangel Michael showing up in the first month of the year, which obviously first month of the year is how you kick off the year. Temperance is speaking about healing, but also about patience, about needing to believe that everything happens in divine timing. Remember that the Wheel of Fate is also a card of divine timing. Temperance is Sagittarius. It can speak to being able to see the bigger picture. It is very spiritual. So the first couple of months of the year, as even with the High Priestess here, which is Pisces energy, could be speaking to Pisces Virgo energy as well. Pisces is opposite Virgo. So the High Priestess, we know, is all about wisdom, spirituality. She has a deep knowing. She can speak to secrecy, third parties. She could be the third person, let's say. And remember, the Empress is also a 3. So 3s can speak to third parties. Doesn't have to be where love is involved, right? It can speak to a group effort, 3 people, right? And we've got the Free Yourself here in the Romance Angels, which says it's time to take back control of your life. Now, the word control is part of the DNA of Capricorn. Capricorn is the elder, the wiser. There's leadership. There's cardinal earth. There's maturity in the archetype of Capricorn. Remember, you are ruled by Saturn. Saturn can speak to blockages. There's something here, and I see the circle, the cycle. Remember that Jupiter is also a cycle. It's like a clock where you're revisiting a situation. There's something pertaining to revisiting the past. And remember, January is where we've still got retrogrades. We've got Mercury and Mars still retrograding, and there's something about revisiting the past. And you've got in the Lover's Path Tarot, you do have Justice, which is like a portal that opens. It's a number 11. It speaks to relationships, equality, equal giving and receiving in all relationships, right? But it is all about karma as well. Now, obviously, it is your birthday month at the beginning of the year. So it's like a new season is coming in for you. But there's something that you're revisiting to do with the past. Remember, as you're going through your birthday month, it's like a new beginning, a beginning of a new cycle for you. So I do feel that there's something that you're something karmic that you're dealing with here, and you're wanting to free yourself from. It's all about taking back control. Now, I don't know if you're dealing with someone that's trying to control you. It could be a mother figure with the Empress here. Remember, I'm not reading reversals. All that glitters is not gold here. Remember here that the Universal Love Oracle speaks to golden memories. So, wonderful memories pertaining to the past. And we've got gold here. All that glitters is not gold, says the message when this is in the upright. We see a couple of masks. So there could be something that you are not, something that's not clear to you, something that you may be confused about, maybe some sort of an illusion. But this was in the reverse. And the message from this card says that there's a silver lining, or there's something glittery, something that seems to be magical. It's number 16, but it speaks to getting out of something, because there's something very unhealthy here. Let me just quickly read it for you. This is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. So it does speak to some sort of a mask, a facade. Pursuing it will only bring about a difficult situation. You will be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how Spirit protects you? Better things await. And Archangel Michael here, Temperance, is saying that be patient. There is some lack of clarity. The High Priestess can be illusion, deception, or not listening to your higher self, to your intuition. Now, the Queen of Wands, and obviously the High Priestess is the month of February. So there's something to do with spirit, something unknown, something confusing, secrets. And the Queen of Wands is something pertaining to desires. Remember, the Queen of Wands, she can be very powerful, very attractive, very creative. There's something that you desire. There's I would say more than likely Leo energy. Doesn't have to be Leo. Could be Sagittarius, could be Aries. But the Queen of Wands is all about chasing one's desires, taking the initiative, knowing that you are powerful. The creation is within you. Now, the negative side to the Queen of Wands would be someone that is using their power in a wrong way. Positive, I should say possible ego, or someone feeling as though they're larger than life, that they can do anything that they desire here. There's something about creating. There's ego and there's compassion here. I'm getting a sense of someone using their power for their own gain, or the total opposite here. So there can be some sort of abuse here, an abuse of power. It does say free yourself. So I don't know if the power within somebody here is sexual or something that is very unhealthy. Something, I don't know, I get like dark forces, dark and unhealthy connections. The High Priestess is compassionate, it's empathy. The opposite to that would be someone using their power to do harm. So I don't know what this means. We will take I want to take a card here on the High Priestess. On the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. And I want to say here with the Lover's Path Tarot, Penelope and Odysseus. Remember that Odysseus's journey to return back home, he fell into many traps. The sirens would call him, and he went through many challenges. He had to prove himself, and to return back home, it was a lifelong journey, and Penelope waited for him. But he did make it in the end. He got through all the tests. So the sirens are calling, their music was very magnetic, but they were using their power to bring him in, to reel him into some trap. So that's what I'm getting here, the sirens. What is the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands? We've got the Ace of Wands. Someone could be using their sexual magnetism and power. But with the Ace of Wands, and of course we know that the Ace of Wands is a very sexual energy, but it is also like seeing the light, the power of the light, the wisdom that comes from above. I would say try and tune in, connect to the light and see what it is you're working with. You need to free yourself from something that does not glitter. This could also be a group of people that you have connected yourself with. Now, this message will not be the same for all of you. There's just something that brings me here that there's some sort of an alarm. But remember that at the end of the day, I do feel with the Wheel of Fortune, which speaks to truth as well. This is receiving the wisdom. This is growth, some sort of a lesson. And I see you here in the month of April. It's like you're holding yourself back. It's like, just like when, imagine a crab feels insecure and feels that there is some sort of a danger. It sort of takes a step back, right, and protects itself. I do feel here in the month of April, and it is eclipse time, we see a King of Wands, we see a Four of Pentacles, which many times I do see it as it is Earth. So I don't know if this speaks to your finances or anything pertaining to your security, anything pertaining to your home, your monies. You've got the Four of Pentacles and the Five in the month of September. So there's something going on in the month of April that you will be dealing with and moving away from, let's say, even financially. If this is not pertaining to finances, then it could be speaking to your securities, anything pertaining to the home. So your emotional security connected to family, so on and so forth. Or it's holding on and not being very open, like protecting your heart, protecting your home. So I see a lack of confidence here in the month of April. In the month of May, we've got the King of Wands, which is, again, remember, kings are all about maturity and having reached the pinnacle of the experience. We've got a King of Wands. Could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Now, of course, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, And I do see the Empress very many times as the Queen of Wands as well. Even though she's a major arcana of the Queen of Pentacles, she's also got that creative side to her. So that's where the Queen of Wands does speak to the Empress for me. And the Five of Swords here. So I do see two people in the same element. So March and May. So there's a sense of maturity. As we know, queens are all about knowledge and the kings are about the experience. But these are two people that are on the same page. There could be some sort of maturation where what you're creating is concerned. But we've got the Five of Swords, which is also, again, it's a challenge, a challenging energy. This could be self-sabotage or just a hard month pertaining to your perception. Difficult words, competitive energies, third parties. There's something going on here which is not easy at all. You've got the Ten of Wands, right? Which... Ten of Wands in the Lover's Path Tarot means a heavy burden because of third parties. But remember that the Ten of Wands also turns into the Ace. It's like being at the end of some sort of a burden. And it turns into the Ace, which the King of Wands holds here. So even though there's third parties, it looks like there's the ability to create. Remember, the Ace of Wands shows up here and then again here. So remember that this could be just a lot of sexual power, new beginnings, being driven, creating something new. It's like setting down the foundation for a new beginning, a new creative beginning. Even though you have the Fates and it's in the reverse here. Now the Fates obviously speaks to fated events playing out. And it says maybe you've possibly had some challenges here. I want to quickly read the Fates for you, the protection message. It is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all, yet what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. So see, that's what the message is saying, that things tend to happen, but how do we deal with that? Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that, for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. And it's talking about control again, which brings us back to it's time to take back control of yourself, free yourself. Now, you may have been dealing with someone that has been trying to control you. I do see competitive energies. Okay? So, when you align with the Fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. So, it's not about force and it's not about fighting a situation. It's about standing back and being wise, taking wise action, but also learning. Remember the Wheel of Fortune. Now, you do have also, you have honeymoon here. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, and honeymoon could be just a getaway. It's like transitioning towards serenity. The energy is there. Not everyone is going to be having a honeymoon here, but there is a possible new journey, a new physical journey, even psychological journey, a new chapter that opens up for you with a Fool here. Remember not to jump into something too quickly, not to be too over-optimistic, because the Fool knows, yes, he believes that Spirit has his back, but sometimes the Fool can be taking a leap of faith when it's not the right time yet. So I did want to take another card here on the Five of Swords, just a little bit more information. Of course, in the extended, we will take more. more cards. Let's see what that's about. We've got another Knight. Remember, the Knight of Pentacles is not jumping into something quickly. It's more about strategizing and planning. The Five of Swords can be strategy. Even though it is a double-edged sword, both parties do get hurt with the Five of Swords. But you're needing to believe that you can win over a situation through intelligence. Knight of Pentacles is all about the details. It's Virgo energy. Some of you may be wanting to rush into a relationship too quickly. But you may also be dealing, because we've got a King of Wands and we've got a Knight of Wands here. Someone is not ready, and we've got the King of Cups here as well. So even though there could be, I get like bittersweet energies here, like a back and forth where there's happiness and where there is also challenges. From this time here, the second quarter to the third quarter. Now, for many signs, the Five of Swords has come through in the month of July. So we are going to have Leo, Venus retrograding in June, I should say July, July, nevertheless. So in this time of the year, there will be challenges where love, partnerships, money, values, self-worth is concerned. Now here in the for you, we've got July, Nine of Cups, which can be a wish fulfillment. We've got the King of Cups. Remember, this could be fluctuating emotions, but the King of Cups is also someone that is quite mature. They've gone through the learning, they've got the experience. But remember, he holds the triad, which is Neptune. Neptune can be deception. Neptune can be wearing those rose-colored glasses. Nevertheless, it could also be very magical. On the other hand, as it says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So I get Sagittarius, Scorpio here. I don't know if that is true for you. The Knight of Wands also speaks to Sagittarius. We've got the Prince of, the Knight of Wands here, which many times could be a player or someone that could be a foreigner. You've got in the Wisdom of the Oracle, happy. Again, it's in the reverse, but this is like silly happiness, to the point of being silly, not taking things too seriously. That's what the message says here. Remember the happy, don't be too over-optimistic. Stay grounded, dear Capricorn, because in the month of August, we've got the sword, the Knight of Swords. This could be quite cutting, and the in September, the Five of Pentacles could also be finding out messages, legalities, finding out that there's something lacking here. Also, you may have different beliefs pertaining to a foreigner that you're dealing with. Remember the Five of Pentacles, I said 4 is here, the 5 is here. This is like feeling as though you're left out in the cold here, and the Knight of Swords can be cutting words, difficult messages, harsh energies. So where there was a wish fulfillment, here comes the truth, and it's like you're being grounded again. Now we've got we've got 2 pages here in the last quarter, so October and December. Page of Cups again is Pisces. It could be a possible apology, an unexpected messenger coming in, hoping to return back into your life. And we've got the Emperor. So I don't know, this could be a father and a child, or this is a message of let's get together, let's have a talk, let's try again, possibly. The Emperor is all about being stable, being grounded, being mature, taking on the responsibility. Remember, the Emperor is someone that you would want to have on your side. Many times I do see you, Capricorn, as the Emperor, but I feel here that it's someone else that is And it could be someone that does have responsibilities where business is concerned on another layer. This is about taking leadership. You are all about holding on to the power. So there's a lot that you're dealing with here, but there's also possibility for being stable, having a position of power, holding the power yourself. The Emperor, remember, speaks to a 4. So I don't know if this is someone who is a father or someone that's bringing stability to your life and security. Remember that the Emperor can be very fiery, short-circuited. And I do see the Emperor with the Knight of Swords as very similar energies for me. Even though the truth is usually what is best than living in a dream, right? And the Page of Swords, which is Gemini energy, could speak to decisions towards the end of the year. Lots of communication back and forth. It's like going back to the drawing board, or again, learning through information. We do go from the Knight of Swords to the Page. So going back to the drawing board here again, this could also possibly be, yes, communication, but also someone spying on you at the end of the year. This is around your birthday. So this could be a message of truth as well. We do have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, and the Emperor and the Empress could be parents for those of you that are younger. So decisions around family, harsh truths that will bring a sense of healing. You do have serendipity here, and it is in the reverse. Let me just quickly read the reverse message for you. For me, reverse cards say that you are not there yet. So this is a very, very positive card indeed. So I would say possibly the luck or the help that comes through from Spirit, and pay attention to the messages, could come in the beginning of 2024 for you. Let me just quickly read the reversed message. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one, yet it all fell apart. Consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. There really is a silver lining in this cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you are meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. We could see that she is up in the air. Remember how I spoke about the over-optimism? This is the test that you end up with in the year of 2023, but it's all about healing and forgiveness. Now, in the Lover's Path Tarot, you've got Judgment, which is the general energy, second chances, resurrection, and the Prince of Cups. The Knight of Cups comes back. Remember, Knight of Cups is never 100% certain they've been hurt before. So this is second chances. This could be, the Knight of Cups is very romantic. Again, Scorpio energy is very strong here. So the good tarot with the Eight of Earth speaks to, again, the Virgo energy. It's all about being grounded, taking a step at a time, and putting in the effort, working towards second chances, working towards resurrecting your life. Letting go, shedding any poison that you've been holding on to in your heart that's kept that heart chakra of yours blocked. And of course, not everyone is going through love issues. We know that the Knight of Cups could also be very creative energy. We do see here in the Lover's Path Tarot that the Knight of Cups is not wearing a suit of armor. So possibly here, someone is more ready and open with their heart and not fearing. So that could be something that plays out for you here. Someone is ready to do the work with the Eight of Pentacles. Now, yes, it could be someone that you work with. Okay, so I want to I just want to see what the Page of Swords is about at the last month of the year in December. And we've got the Hierophant. A Hierophant is the High Priest. We've got the High Priestess here. So for those of you that have been dealing with someone that was more hands-on and not so spiritually aware, I did say that I feel that some of you are growing spiritually, growing more aware. I don't know if that is the energy I was picking on pertaining to another person. We do have the Hierophant and the High Priest. This is a spiritual connection. But also the Hierophant does speak to family. It's tribal, it's wisdom, it's having the knowledge, it's being advised. And I do see the Hierophant and the Emperor as very similar energies. It's you needing to prove yourself. Or it's you taking that leadership position, sitting on that throne. You becoming the wiser towards others, for others, and possibly also for your children if you are a parent. This is not losing the faith. And Taurus is Venus ruled, remember. So Taurus is also what you own financially, your financial standing. You need to keep on to the faith that if you've gone through you're going through financial issues, keep working at it. The responsibility is here, the payout with the Eight of Pentacles. Again, the Eight of Pentacles is financial stability, it is. But you need to keep working. All right, dear Capricorn, I think that I will leave it there. I will be taking the Mystic Moon Oracles to see emotionally where you are in the year, and we'll be taking the fortune-telling cards in each quarter to see what's going on, as well as the La Vera Sibilla. Okay, so if this was your story and you've been given some information here, then you can receive the extended beneath this video. Love and light. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Thank you. Namaste.